Today is not really going the way I planned. It's not necessarily that I had a plan. It was pretty much just, since I didn't have anybody coming to play with Thane, we didn't have anywhere to go, and my mom is sick, so we can't go over there. It's just been a normal kind of like relaxation day, except for he's always asleep around like noon now. Today he just wasn't having it. So we're just skipping nap entirely because I've been trying to get him down for 3 hours, which is pretty much just playing with him and letting him hang out. And then when he wants to nurse, he's only allowed to nurse laying down on his pillow in bed. And then at some point he's done nursing, and that's better. Apparently my window was open. And then he pops up and he wants to go play. So I did that for like 3 hours, like waiting for him to be asleep any minute. And I was cramming all these videos on YouTube of like learning about Instagram, because I'm totally new to Instagram. And I'm supposed to make it into a big badass like page on Instagram with lots of followers, and like I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, I realized essentially that the only thing I know about hashtags is to like start entering one, and when it pops up with like a number, like pick one of the big ones. And I was like, I've got to be doing this. Like, this has to be a little more complex than this. And so like 12 YouTube videos later, it's way more complex than that. And correct, I have no idea what I'm doing. So I have a lot to learn. And so at least my like 3 hours of sleepless nap time was spent getting an education, a bit too much of an education. I watched videos really fast too, like on 1.5 or 2 times the speed. So taking a lot of information really fast, I feel a little overwhelmed. But today just felt like a down day for some reason, and I don't really know quite why. I think that it's like that 2-week adjustment period for me, because my business stuff changed really dramatically a week ago, and physical, like that's when my big therapy breakthrough happened as well, as 2 weeks ago. And like I knew when that happened that like stuff I've been trying to unlock inside of my own psyche for a long time finally like unlocked, and things are going to be very different, and I feel very different. So I keep having to remind myself, as I always do when I'm in these like 2-week periods of kind of transformational lull, that, you know, in a week when it's past, I'll find myself like taking off at lightning speed again, and you know, this won't last forever. So yeah, right now it's just, I don't know, a little melancholy, which is, it's kind of sucky, because this is my like ovulation week where I get to be in a really great mood and nothing really gets me down, which, I mean, I can't imagine how awful things would be feeling if I was like combining this with like PMS week and I just had like normal doom and gloom hanging over my shoulder at random. Anyway, and then, you know, hormones like bottoming out to make that worse. That would be pretty awful. So I guess I will look at it from the optimist Pollyanna perspective of, I'm really glad that I get to have this lull during the best hormonal time possible. Yep. That's how it goes. I mean, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I am going to the grocery store right now to find food that I really probably will regret eating, because I've been fighting it for a few days. And see, what I did was I do these like commitments that have a limited number of days, right? So I had like 80 days where I was like kicking my own butt, and I was like really strict. And And I mean, I wasn't perfect, but when I made better choices, I definitely told myself, like, if you really want a pizza that badly, at the end of this 80 days, which turned into 90 days, you can have pizza. You can have it then. You can have it. It's not that your life is never going to be full of pizza ever again, because that's suddenly a craving that we need to be reassured about. It's just that we're doing this for like 50 more days, 30 more days, 20 more days, 10 more days, and then 10 more days. So now, like, I'm in this like limbo where on one hand I'm like, well, I mean, I've done so well for so long now, I don't want to like break my streak. And then on the other hand, I'm like, well, if I don't actually allow myself to go get pizza when I'm like really friggin' craving it for a few days, when I'm not doing like the specific time constrained commitment, then I won't believe myself the next time that I'm in one. And I'm like, no, you said that last time and I didn't actually get any pizza. So I have to earn my own trust now. And if I really want pizza, I'm gonna go try to find like a ketogenic pizza, which is gonna be full of dairy. But that's much better for me to cheat with than grains. So I don't know, I might have to make my own pizza. I'm not sure. But regardless, I'm craving pizza. And I'm gonna also look for some kind of like ketogenic appropriate dessert of some kind. Maybe like Atkins crap, which would probably make me sick to my stomach. I don't know. Why does life have to be so hard? I just want to be able to eat shitty food and not feel like shit, and it just, no. So, you know what might happen is I might just end up walking around Walmart looking at shitty food and thinking that I wanted it. I might put it in my cart and I might put it back before I check out, but you know, I feel like if I got a nap today, maybe I wouldn't be going to the grocery store to eat something that I shouldn't eat. And we'll never know. Will we? Will we? We'll never know. At the very least, I don't have enough salad stuff to make it past tomorrow. So I'm definitely going to refill all my salad stuff. That is going to happen. And that is a good thing. And if I pick out some pizzas, pizza one, Jesus Christ, calm down. If I pick out a pizza, put it in my cart, it's perfectly understandable. And if I bring it home and I eat it, that's understandable too. And if I put it back away, I'm just going to keep having this battle with myself indefinitely. So, yay. I love, aren't addictions fun? Like, isn't this fun? Isn't this so fun? It just wouldn't even be like, it's not that I want to be like orthorexic and just like have to control myself so strongly, but I literally, like, it's literally an addiction. Like, literally I'll get this voice, like, God forbid I eat something shitty and then I'm like, that didn't affect me so poorly. I actually feel fine. This was actually fine. Because then I get it in my head that I can handle that. And then, yeah, it turns out I can't. Turns out that, like, I then get it in my head that I can handle other stuff, and then lots of stuff, and then I'm really, really sick to my stomach, and it takes me like 2 weeks for all of that crap to get out of my system for me to start feeling like myself again. As soon as I start feeling like myself again, I'm wondering why would I ever have done that to myself? I need to just like go and eat some crappy food today, and then just like immediately jump on another 90-day pledge. Whatever. You know what? Like, I am doing 1,000 times better than I've ever done before in my life, and I feel really fucking good. So I'm going to count those blessings, and I'm gonna go eat probably some like cheese-based ketogenic pizza, and some kind of dessert that probably makes me sick to my stomach. All gonna be worth it for like 10 minutes. Then the regret will set in. It's gonna be great. You're gonna wish you were there. All right.